That guy didn't deserve it.
That, I don't even understand how that just happened.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey everybody, what is going on? Jack here, counting down my top 10 favorite TF2 weapons. Not necessarily what I think is best, but just what are my personal favorites to use. And now coming in at number 10 is the Black Box for Soldier. Now this weapon is pretty interesting, you know, because you get reduced clip size, so you have 3 rockets instead of 4. But I think just the only reason I love this weapon is just for its leech ability. The fact that every time you hit someone, or a group of people, you get 15 health per person, it's just ridiculous. I mean, as a soldier, it gives you so much more endurance, you can just stay in the fight for longer, because you're just taking out people and getting health as you take them out. And I mean, there's no real damage reduction, I don't think, and it's just, an overall, my favorite rocket launcher to use is Soldier. Because, I mean, you know, fighting pyros like I just did there, you're taking burn damage, but that plus 15 health just makes it so that burn damage basically doesn't even matter, because as long as you're hitting the pyros on a consistent enough level, you'll just gain the health right back as you fight them. And just overall, as Soldier, it just makes you such a more durable and soldier, and you can fight for a lot longer, and that's why it comes in at number 10 for me. And coming in at number 9 is the new Demo Shield, the Tide Turner, for Demo Man, mainly used as a Demo Knight, and, well, just look at this. Kinda says a lot for you right there. I mean, the shield is just ridiculous. I know a lot of people have been raving about it recently because it's new and it's just incredible. But I mean, think about it. You can turn however you want, and the aspects for using this just in escape or attacking is beautiful because you can charge in to get someone, and if they try to run around a corner, you just follow them right around the corner. And it's something that Demo Knight didn't used to be able to do, but now it just makes it so much easier to go chase people. And also to get away. If you're low on health, you can just charge through narrow corridors and around corners and into health packs, and just with more precision than Demo Knight had before. And as a Demo Knight, it just really makes things fun for me because, you know, I really like Demo Man, and just using the shield is great. And also paired with the half Satoichi, the shield is just ridiculous. I mean, it's not even fair. Just the fact that you can charge into someone, instantly regain your charge and your health. Ugh, I love it so much. And you still get some damage reductions, like this fire that I was just burning from right there. It doesn't matter as much. I mean, it still matters, but you know. So yeah, that is why the Tide Turner comes in at number 9. And here is number 8, the Huntsman for Sniper. And bam, that was lucky. I'm not gonna lie, that was complete luck right there. But yeah, the Huntsman. I'm not huge into sniping, I'm not particularly good at it, but I do really enjoy it, and I do really enjoy using the Huntsman while sniping. There's something about projectile weapons, I just absolutely eat them up. I love using projectiles. It's so much fun just to lead people on and shoot them, and it's so satisfying when you hit people with the Huntsman. Especially because, you know, they kind of have that wider hitbox range for people, so getting headshots is a little flexible, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I hate calling it the Luxman, because, you know, it's not complete luck, but it's just I just love using it, because, you know, it's the fun of hitting people from long range, just combined with unadulterated, like that. It's hard to explain, but I just really enjoy pulling out a bow and arrow and shooting people who have rocket launchers. There's something ironic about it, which I really like. But as far as sniper goes, Huntsman is my favorite. And coming in at number 7, I think, I don't know, is the flare gun for Pyro. Now, Pyro's a class I really don't play too often. I don't know, it's just kind of not as much fun for me to just run at people and burn them. But the flare gun kind of changes that up for me. Whenever I use Pyro, I always use the flare gun. Most of the, like 90% of the time. And it just, as a Pyro, it makes you so much more dangerous from long range. I mean, you know, it's kind of like, as a Pyro, you normally charge up to people, you're right in their face with a flamethrower, and you just take a bunch of damage. But with the flare gun, you can just kind of stay back at a healthy distance and just shoot them. And you become a threat from a long range, which is a nice change for Pyro. And I just think it's also really fun to use. I mean, again, with the Huntsman, just as a projectile weapon, I love using projectile weapons. I don't know what it is about them. I don't know why I do, but there's just something so seductive about watching your little ball of fire fly across the field, light someone on fire, and then hearing ding 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 ding, especially when you get like 2 people burning like right there. And also the crits from distance are beautiful. And I think that's just why I like this weapon so much and why it comes in at number 7 on this list for me. Is because it's just so much fun to use. It's not necessarily it is really good, but it's just a lot of fun to use. And now, coming in at number 6 is the Spycicle for Spy. Now check this out. I just got burned and pushed off a cliff, basically. But because of the Spycicle, I was able to not take any burn damage, because I was invincible to burn damage, and make it out of there alive from that pyro going ham on me. And that's why I love this weapon, is because as a spy, it gives you some defense to your main enemy, which is whatever you want to call it, pyros. And also leaving Spycicles of your dead foes is wonderful and very satisfying. But the Spycicle, I mean, you know, spy knives, they're not too different. You pick one, pick the other, doesn't matter, you're still gonna one-hit people. But there's just something I really love about the Spycicle, whether it's leaving your mark on the desecrated enemy corpses, and also just saving yourself from pyros that attack you. I love the versatility this thing gives. And I mean, even though you are losing your knife when you do get burned, I mean, it's saving your life. It's absolutely worth it. Because I mean, think about it, even with a dead ringer, you get burned, if the pyro's holding down the mouse button, they still get the burn on you. And the Spycicle gives you 2 seconds of invulnerability, which I mean, you know, 2 seconds, big whoop. But it saved my life in so many times. I wish I could have gotten better footage of it actually doing that, but I only really got offensive footage. And I think the thing I really like about this knife is that it's kind of a defensive knife, in that, you know, it makes you safer and makes you a more resilient spy. And I think that's just one thing I really like just in this game, is resilient classes and just being able to get out there and survive and live past what you think you should have lived past. And I think that's why it's my favorite knife for Spycicle. Spycicle. What? I can't speak. And coming in at number 5 is the Crusader's Crossbow for Medic. Now, Medic also is a class I don't play a whole lot. I don't really know why. I mean, I enjoy playing it, I just don't play it a lot. But whenever I do play Medic, I almost never have a syringe gun. I always have the Crusader's Crossbow. Because, I mean, again, projectile. I love projectiles, but just the fact that you can either heal people from across the map or take out enemies from across the map is awesome. Also, it's a crossbow! Who doesn't love crossbows? I love crossbows. Do you love crossbows? That pyro doesn't love crossbows. But, I mean, anyway, it's just so much fun to use. Just for the fact also that you can heal and attack people. I mean, look at this soldier. You couldn't take him out at that distance with a syringe gun, and I took him out with a Crusader's Crossbow. I mean, for me, it just makes Medic so much more fun to have the ability to pull out this crossbow and shoot people at range, and it makes you kind of a threatening Medic, because, you know, you're not just for healing, you have this crossbow and you can take people out. And also, I just love the versatility that you can use it on offense, for attacking or healing. And coming in at number 4 is the Caber. Now, I know a lot of people either really hate this weapon or really love this weapon, but I like it just because it's so goofy. Like, you're basically kamikazeing, you're charging in to kill whoever, this very pick class-ish weapon, and you're just, like, you're giving yourself up just to blow up, and I think it's hilarious. It's so much fun. I mean, if you have a shield, I mean, look, I've just been taking out medics the whole time, but I mean, you have a shield, you can just charge in and just blow people up like that. I just blew up 2 people. And I don't even know what it is about this weapon. It's not that good, it's not really that useful, but I mean, it's just like, if I feel like messing around on TF2, I'll just pull this out and bam, kill 3 people in 1 caber. It's so much fun to use. It's just like, it's just pure fun. And then coming in at number 3 is it 4? I don't know, whatever it is the Loose Cannon for Demo Man. Now, I really do like Demo Man a lot, but, I mean, this weapon, it's just so much fun. Just for the fact that, you know, you hit people with your cannonball and they just go flying. Also another projectile weapon. But, I mean, just look, you hit them and they explode and they just go flying sometimes, and you can get the double donk and it goes like dong, and it's just a goofy weapon. I mean, you're holding up a cannon and you're just blowing people back and just exploding them with cannonballs. I mean, it's goofy, but I just absolutely love it. Like, bam, I just shot that guy. Well, I think he shot himself up, but you get the idea. and you're just double donking all over the place, and it's awesome. And, alright, coming in at number 2, or, I lost count, is the Holiday Punch for Heavy. Now, this weapon is a complete joke weapon, and if you haven't caught on to it now, I really like jokey, gimmicky, fun weapons, because that's what this game is about. It's about having fun and just being a jokester. And, oh god, the Holiday Punch is the king of that. Making people laugh if they have it like that, and then taunt killing them. It's just so much fun. I mean, I think, personally, this is the ultimate dueling weapon. Like, if I duel anyone, it's not gonna be with, like, it's not gonna be a snipe off, it's not gonna be a demo night off, suck it, demo night, but it's gonna be with the Holiday Punch, and we're just gonna do this, and bam! I don't know that guy, by the way. He kept showing up with a bird head and Holiday Punch, so I took advantage of it. But, this weapon is just incredible, and it's so goofy, and I love it so much just because it's so darn stupid. Alright, and number 1, the big one. The Flying Guillotine for Scout, which I guess you could say the Flying Guillotine plus the Sandman, but I mean, technically it's the Flying Guillotine. That's the one I got kill-streaked and strange, so, you know, it's the one I like. But, oh my god, this weapon. A lot of people consider this a gimmick weapon, which, I mean, again, it's a gimmick weapon, I know, a projectile, I know, but this weapon can do some serious damage. A lot of people talk about how it's just kind of a joke, and you use it when you're just trying to screw around, but I mean, seriously, this weapon does serious damage. Like, 150 plus bleed damage to whoever you hit with the combo it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you can take out half of a heavy's health, you can take out a spy like that. I love this weapon so much. I mean, you can take out, like, I think more than half the classes in TF2 under certain circumstances. And, again, it's, no pun intended, it's a ball to use. I mean, you have a great time using it, just throwing your cleaver at people and watching them bleed out. I don't know, there's just something so seductive about hitting people with a meat cleaver. I love it so much. And, I mean, I don't know, this list is kind of, it's silly, I know, but I love silly weapons, and I love being silly. And I think that's why the Flying Guillotine just takes the number 1 spot in my heart, just because it just like that. It just exemplifies everything that's silly about this game. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and that was my take on my 10 favorite TF2 weapons.